Good morning, Santosh. Good morning, everyone.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's wait for 2 minutes. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Where baby?
నేను చెప్తాను ఇక్కడ అక్కడ నుంచి వేస్తావా
Please be on mute.
SQL
Yeah. So let's get started. In the last session, we were discussing about the roadmap. Particularly in the roadmap, we have choose the first topic, which is SQL. So followed by SQL, we'll be going in order: Power BI, Azure, ADF, and Fabric. So this will be the complete 100 days plan and 100 days program where you will become data analyst. Now, in SQL, we wanted to talk to database, right? So most of the data comes in the database. In order to talk to the database, you have to know one language, which is nothing but SQL. So to understand the importance of SQL, we were talking about history, why it is important. So as I said, multiple people can work on the database. I've given an example where you guys can go and book tickets in Redbus. And if I'm booking the ticket for you guys, it will show the ticket is already blocked, correct? So that's a specific time they give for me to block the ticket. So this all happens within seconds in the backend, correct? So multiple people can work on the same system. Why? Because we are all connected to same system, right? So you guys were all connected to same database. Now this is how it works. So in order to talk to this database, you will have to know one language called SQL, correct? So SQL, it's structured query language. People call it as SQL or people call it as SQL. Both are same. And please do remember this point. SQL is the only way to communicate with the database. I've shown a simple example like how the data can be stored. The data can be stored in the form of a table. In the table, we do have the columns, the common names that we are going to store it. Maybe it could be title, it could be educational requirements. All of this is like columns. And particularly the details of the customers or the employees, we can call it as a row or a record. And if I'm focusing on only one data point, it's called data point or data value. Then the reason why we always say that SQL is important, because we do have researched about a lot of companies' projects, and we have come to conclusion that about 55% of all the projects are using SQL for the data processing. But why? Well, SQL is as fast as it can get updated within seconds, and there is no other technology which can match the speed. And in order to explain why SQL is important, we were talking about two examples. One was OLAP and one is OLTP. And OLTP, online transactional processing, is a very good example for ATM transaction, and online analytical processing is a very good for Netflix, right? So this is the two examples what we have seen. And as I said, this could be a first interview question that could also be asked. The transaction which can happen within seconds, we go with online transactional processing. Example, the ATM transactions, even on an off day, even when there is banks are leave, banks are on holiday, Sunday night, late nights, whichever time you go to an ATM, you try to withdraw some money, the next second, and not even about the next second, the next millisecond, it get updated, correct? So that's nothing but online transactional processing. But if you go with online analytical processing, you watch one movie, next minute you will not be recommended. Okay, it will take some time, about 3 days, 4 days, and then I'll analyze, and then they will give you the recommendation. Now that is online analytical processing, correct? So we have seen few examples for online analytical processing, for online transaction processing. So this is what we see the difference, right? Now, whether you're a data engineer, data scientist, or a data analyst, what we observe is most of the data that we get it will be through SQL databases. About 45% of the data are still coming from OLTP. The reason is we do get transactions coming from different business, right? Let's say, for example, even in our KSR, right? So when you guys go and pay a fees over the online, it's called online transactional processing. But over the time period of time, let's say for 1 month, 2 months, we will have to go and figure out what is your complete analysis and which course I can recommend. Now that comes under OLAP. So both of the data we will be getting it, but majority of the data, if you see, we will also be getting from OLTP, correct? And I keep saying this, it's been 50 years that SQL was launched, and we are moving towards a lot of big data technologies, but one thing that will never be replaced is SQL. You ask me the same question after 5 years, I'll tell you the same thing. You ask me the same question after 10 years, I'll tell you the same thing. SQL will never be replaced. Okay. If you want to survive in IT, if you want to master your IT skills, the first thing is try to become an expert in SQL. Excel Excel and SQL both are two different. But here, if you are want to master IT, first go and master SQL. So in SQL, we get that query. We write the query, right? We write the query and get the results. It's the only way to talk to database. There is no other way. There is no other shortcuts. There is no other way. If you want to talk to database, then you will have to learn SQL. Okay, so SQL is going to be the only one and only language in order to talk to your database. Now, which database? There are many databases in the market, right? So there are different brands. So the brands are IBM, DB2, Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server, Postgres. So there are many brands. Whichever brand you take, we are going to talk to them in SQL. So if you learn SQL, you can talk to this, 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 you can talk to this. In our session, we are going to pick up one tool. That one tool is MySQL. Okay. So this is what the recap of what we have done so far. Correct. We have seen this in the previous session. Now let's continue to learn. Why are we choosing MySQL? MySQL is a database. It's an open source. When I say open source, anyone in this world can simply go to internet and get the software downloaded. It is highly configurable. You can have the database installed for your practice session, and it is a cross platform. That means you can install it on your Windows machine, Ubuntu machine, Mac machine, whichever machine you have, you can install it. And followed by it also provides a high security. And this one we are going with a basic version. Okay. In the real project, we'll be going with paid version, but for the practice one, we'll be going with the open source one, the free version. And the companies which you see on the right side of the screen are using this MySQL on the daily basis. Okay. Now with this, the next step is installation. Okay. So I strongly recommend you to work with this software. Okay. Even though by end of this course, when we come for a cloud, everything will be working directly on the URL. But for the initial days, I strongly recommend you to install this and practice along with me. Okay. So from today onwards, every single day, right? It's been 4 days completed. Today is the 5th day. Every single day from today, it's going to be practical classes. Okay. So every day I'll be opening the MySQL notebook, or I'll be opening the, and this desktop software, I'll be writing all the queries lively. So it's strongly recommended that you also do the same thing. Okay. You need not practice along with me in the class. In the class, you listen. The 1.5 hours of focus is needed. So you listen to the class. On the same day, you go and practice. If you can do this for rest of the sessions, and you can learn this subject. Okay. See, this is considered as a coding subject. You have to write code. Okay, rather than writing code, we will call it as writing queries. So every single line of SQL command that we write, we call it as a queries. So you will be writing a lot of queries in your real time. So for that, we need to understand the syntax. We need to understand the commands. We need to understand the way of writing, correct? So for all of this, we need one software. So that is where like MySQL, we have to download. So you go and download this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you complete installation step. Okay. I'm going to show you the complete installation step. Post your session, we'll be sharing this document. So you need to go and install this today itself. Okay. So before coming to the next class, you should have this installed in your laptop. Okay. Now, first thing is go and search MySQL download for Windows in your Google. You'll get this. Click the first link, download MySQL installer. Click this first link. You'll be taken to this page. You may not see the same version because I have installed a couple of years back. So you may not see the same version. So you may see a different version. You may see a different version. That's fine. Completely fine. So go here and I'll be installing it in a Windows operating system. If you have a Mac, you can download from Mac. Both are same. Whether you are doing it in a Mac or you're doing it in a Windows, it's both are same. So since majority of the people have Windows machine, I'll be showing the Windows machine, but Mac machine is also same steps. You just need to go with the same flow. Okay. Now in the Windows, you have two versions. One is a 2.4 MB version. One is 330 MB version. As I said, you may not find the exact version and you may not find the exact size also. It would have changed. So just check this. Okay, if you want, I can show what is the latest version. MySQL installer. Yeah, now it's 8.0.44. Okay, so the one which I have installed was 8.0.34. Now you can see 8.0.44, and you can see now it has become 530 MB, and when I was installing it has become 330 MB. Okay, so you will have to download this. Okay, you'll have to download this, and no need to log in, no need to give a sign up, just say no thanks, just start my download. Okay, and you can see this is a MySQL installer which I'm getting installed. So this is the same thing you have to install. Okay, so yeah, so let's come back to the document. So I will have to go and select this, the bigger file. So what is the difference between this and this is, this will install a software to your system. This will open a web version, that is you can work it on the URL. For example, Instagram, right? So Instagram you guys can install through Google Play, or you can go and use it in your browser also. Instagram or a Facebook can be used in two ways. One is dedicated app and one is in browser. Exactly same. This is dedicated software. This is working with browser. So I don't recommend this. I always recommend the bigger file because that creates a software for us. Okay, now once you go and click no thanks, just start my download, you will be able to see this MySQL installer which is getting installed. Then what you do, you create one folder. I usually have a habit of creating folders. Okay, so I properly organize my system. So if I go to software, all of these are my softwares which I've installed in my machine. So I have a habit of creating one folder. So you can also do one thing, create one folder within softwares, go for MySQL, and inside that MySQL you go and paste the installer which will be present in the downloads. Now just now I downloaded, right? So see, you can see the downloads which I have downloaded today, November 5th. So I have 646 I have downloaded, right? So you simply copy this and go and paste it in the MySQL folder. Okay, after this everything is simple. Go and double click. This is software, it's an installation file. So go and double click. So if you go and double click, it will say please wait while Windows configures MySQL installer. So it will go and start installation. So it will start installation. Now it will ask what setup you want. Okay, see, we are installing this MySQL only for practice purpose. Please do remember this. We are installing MySQL only for practice purpose. So we will not go with server, client or full, because this needs to be having lot of RAM and hard disk. You need to have a proper system. If you're working for real-time projects, maybe we can go with this. Okay, but we are going only for practice. We are doing only practice. So let's go with custom. So let's select the custom. Among the four options, select the custom and go for next. And the moment you go next, you will see some MySQL servers, applications, documentations. And in this, I need to select few products and I need to push here. So what you do, I don't know if it's visible. You can see there is a plus mark here. Okay, there is an expand button. So you expand
Yes, it
it.
is visible.
Yeah, you expand it. If you expand it, you will get the version, MySQL server version. There, that you click that green button, automatically this will come here. Okay. Similarly, application, there is one thing called Workbench. So that also you will have to move it here. And there is shell, that also you click it and move it here. And finally, you can see the router. So router and shell. So all four you will have to install. Okay. So these are the four main selections that you guys have to select from here to here. Because if I go and select everything and if I select all the products, right, it's simply, it will eat up my memory. So as I keep saying this, in the later part of the course, we will be moving to the cloud, right? We were talking about Azure, where we will be doing all the database activities there itself. But since it's the first time that we are going to learn, let's install this only the basic version. Okay, so don't go with bigger versions, go with custom version. And in the custom, make sure you would have selected server, Workbench, router and shell. This 4 is good enough. And once you have dragged to the right side with the help of this arrow mark, go and click next. Go and click next. And the moment you click next, this 4 will be installed. Okay. So this 4 will be installed. So the shell is basically like a command prompt. Router, it's basically gets connected to different like tools, and Workbench is place where you go and write the queries, and this is a database. Okay, so if I want to go in deep and explain this, it's like that, but let's not think too much. Basically we need a database to work. Okay, so I will go and run this. Okay, now I will go and click execute. So if I click execute, it will start executing all of this and it will get installed. But at this point of time, in order to install this, there is one requirement which I need to have in my laptop. Microsoft Visual C++ 2019 redistribution, which is nothing but this part. Now in my laptop, I did not have this software. Now this is not a MySQL software. This is some dependency. In order to install your MySQL, you need to have something called Visual C++. Microsoft Visual C++. In my case, this was not there. It was asking. In your case, it may not show up this. If your laptop is a brand new laptop, maybe last 5 years laptop, you may already have this. So if you don't have, you install this first. If you have it, you will skip it this. Okay. So anyway, you will get to know once you go and give execute here, right? You will get to know which software is missing in your laptop. That will install first. It could be Visual Studio. It could be C++ redistribution file. Some dependencies will be there. Okay. Some Microsoft files may be missing. So you can install this first. So in my machine, Microsoft Visual C++ 2015 to 2019, which was missing. So I will have to go and agree to the license and install. Now this I will install first. Now this is not MySQL installation. This is dependency. Before installing MySQL, there is a small software it was asking, a small patch, software patch, which is nothing but Microsoft Visual C++. So it will ask. For you, it may or it may not ask. Okay, if it asks, you go and install this. Only one step here. You simply go and click I agree, install it. That's it. If it is not asking, okay, well and good. Your laptop is having all the dependent softwares. Now I'll execute this. Now this is done. That's it. Okay, this is done. Now let's come back to this. Now my requirement is fulfilled. Now all this 4 will be executed. Now I will go for next. Now it will install all the 4 components. So server, Workbench, router and shell, it will show as ready to install. This is a longer step. And once you click execute, installing, complete, installing, complete, installing, and finally all will be completed. So the moment all it is completed, we are in this step, okay, installation step. And once it is all completed, you can go and click execute. You will get into this one. So again, you go and click next. Don't do any changes. Let it be a development computer. Let it the port number be same. Don't do any changes. Let's simply go to next. Don't do any changes. Let this option be selected. Go to next. And it will ask you the password. Okay. So please set one password. See, this is your laptop and this is the database which you are creating for practice. So don't keep any like strong passwords and all. Keep it as simple as possible so that you can remember it. Okay. So if you forget your password, it's not easy to reset. I'm telling you before itself, if you forget the database password, it's not that easy to reset. So keep it simple. Keep it as simple as possible. As if you're storing a business data or you're storing your company data. Nothing. You have installed only for this practice purpose. So keep as simple as possible. So the same password you go and enter here and then click next. Then I have kept it. Let it be weak only. No issues. Okay. So I just kept 5 character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or admin or sample, whatever the password I keep. Next, go and click next and then go and click next. Don't do anything. All the configurations, it will be like just like that and go and click next. and go and click next. That's it. This is the last step. If you click execute, and it will start executing all this configuration details, all this one by one, it will start turning up the green, and finally you will be able to finish. Okay, so the moment you finish this, the last step, I'll go and give next and go and give finish. Next, installation complete. That's it. Okay, so very easy installation in 2025. We should not struggle to install the software. It's as easy as documentation. Okay, I have shown you every single step what I've done. That's it. Now, after installation, one small command prompt will come like this. One small command prompt will come like this. And finally, you will be shown as welcome to MySQL Workbench. Now, Workbench is a place where we go and write our code. Okay. Now, once you install this, you will see here MySQL Workbench. Okay, MySQL Workbench. You will see this. Now, this is where you will have to see, you will have to go and write the code. So, I will go and click this MySQL Workbench. Workbench is a place where we will be writing the code. You will see this, okay? Welcome to MySQL Workbench. So Workbench is where you will be writing the code. So it says that MySQL Workbench is an official graphical user interface for tool for MySQL. It allows you to design, create, and browse your database schemas, work with the database objects, and insert data as well. So this is where you will have to go and write it. And you will see a small prompt here. You will see the small prompt here. This prompt is the one which you have installed. Okay. And if you go and see, the by default, the root will be the user. The password is the one which you have already given. While installing, you would have given the password, right? So that password you will have to enter. Okay, that's what this box is. So click on this box. It will ask for password and then you can log in. Okay, so I'll be sharing this document. So until here, do you have any questions? How to install? Are we good?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Santosh, while you are downloading and installing, I have observed that in while downloading, it has been mentioned as a Oracle. It is.
No, Oracle in the sense it's a documentation wise, it's Oracle, but it's not Oracle. If you see here,
Mm,
see, it's
yeah.
Oracle. So all these companies come under a parent company.
Okay.
All this database and all comes under parent company. So even if you are going here, you click this MySQL installer, and then you can go and click this download. It will download. So it's a Oracle parent company. So it's not Oracle database. It's a
Okay.
parent company. So you can ignore this.
Okay.
So download this. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Okay. Now, once you install this, I've shown you the documentation, right? And I've shown you the documentation. This documentation has to be followed thoroughly. Very simple. You just need to go with the flow. Okay. So your first assignment for tomorrow will be, before coming to the class, you should install this software. Okay. Detailed explanation I've given you on installation. Even after that, if you face some issue, you can write email to our support. Someone from our team will help you to get this installed. And now in this AI world, ChatGPT is there, Gemini is there, we have Copilot, we have laptops, we have a branded, nowadays the laptops comes with lot of features. So this software installation should be a cakewalk. Should be a cakewalk. If not, don't worry, our team can help you. Very simple. If you follow my document, everything will be simple. Okay. So please follow this. And how do you know that whether it is installed or not? As I say, please go to your search and search MySQL Workbench. So you need to have a dolphin symbol. How to remember? You can remember with the help of a dolphin symbol. Okay. So with the dolphin symbol, you can click this and it will open this. Welcome to MySQL Workbench, right? And you click on this and you enter the password which you have given. Let's say I've given admin. Okay, yeah. So this is how it looks. Once you log in, this is how it will look, okay? So your tool will look like this. The only thing is you may not be able to see anything here because I have been using this database for quite a long time, but you may not see anything here. You may not see any database here, but you will see this, you will see this, you will see this, you will see this, you will see this. This is exactly the same screen you will see once you open the Workbench. Okay. Now, you have downloaded this. Now we have Workbench. Now, what is this Workbench? Now, Workbench is a unified tool that we can work with the database objects. It provides some of the features like you can write SQL code, configurations, administration, all of this can be done. And MySQL Workbench is available on Windows, Linux, Mac OS, all of this, okay? So, Workbench is a place where we'll be writing the code, okay? So, Workbench is a place, this is a database, but here it's a Workbench, it's like a software where we go and write our SQL code. You need some place to write the SQL code, right? So that is nothing but this. Now, once you open this Workbench, this is exactly it looks like. And I've shown you also. See, where is that? This is exactly what you're seeing on the presentation screen, correct? Now, where do you go and write the code? In the top box, right? This particular box. We'll be writing the SQL code. SQL Visual Editor. Okay. So where do I write the code? Here. Here is where I write the SQL code. I'm writing something all, but here here is where I'll be writing the SQL code. Now this is called the editor, SQL editor. Okay. Now, the moment you write the SQL code and you start executing, you will see the data here, which is nothing but query result. Okay. So in SQL, right, particularly we call it as query. Okay, one query, two query, three query. So we are going to write some queries and you're going to get the result. So we are going to get the result in this particular tab. Now, whatever you are writing here, you may be writing morning one code, evening one code, maybe you are writing multiple codes, right? So this history will show you what are the commands that got executed in this session. If I close it and if I open, it will become a new session. But if I open it and if I write about 10 queries, 12 queries, 14 queries, you will be able to see that in the history window. Okay. Now here is where you will see the objects. Like what are the databases I've created, what are the tables I've created, right? So all of this is something we call it as an object browser. So till now, how many databases I've created, how many tables it has, all of this you can see. So ideally, when you have installed this for the first time, you may not see anything. Okay, because it's a brand new MySQL Workbench, right? But in my case, I do have lot. For example, let's say this is a Flipkart is one database in let's say KSR only. Okay, I'll take KSR. KSR is the one database. In the database, if I go and see, there is a lot of tables which I've created for my project. In KSR, we are working for a lot of projects. So you can see a lot of tables here. Like this, you will see the database table information in the object browser. So this particular part, only this particular part you may not be able to find. Anyway, we will be creating everything from scratch. So you may not be able to find anything here, but you can create it. So this is called object browser. Okay. So we have seen object browser. We have seen the SQL editor, and here is where you will get the results, and here is where you can see the output, the history, and here results, and here is the object browser, and here you will get some syntax which is called help panel. For example, here I don't know the syntax. What do you mean by select? Select syntax, you will get it. What do you mean by update? What do you mean by delete? All of the syntax you'll get. First of all, you guys don't need this. For your entire course, I am your help command. You need not ask there. Okay, you need not ask there, you ask me. I'm here to explain you from scratch. So I will be your help command. You don't need this. So since you don't need this, there is 3 tabs here, right? You go and press the final tab. That particular window will disappear. This particular window will disappear. So it will give you a good space to write the code now. And you may ask me, why help is not required? I'm learning for the first time. Yeah, you learn for the first time, but I'm here to teach. But if you really don't know syntax, you go and ask in Google, ChatGPT, and you go and ask all AI tools, not here. This tool is not that user interface to explain this. It's like, what do you say? It's not that layman explanation. They'll simply go and say select. See, it's not that great. Okay, select is used to retrieve rows, and if you see, it's not that great. It's an old version. It's an old version of explanation. So let's not follow this. I will be your help command. I will be your help command, right? I will tell you what is the syntax, everything. But maybe when I'm not available, if you have still questions, you can go and ask in Google, but not here. This is not required. This is not that great in explanation. So I will go and omit that. Okay. Now, here I will have to write the code. Here I will have to write the code. Okay. So today we will write our first code in SQL. Okay. Today we'll write our first code in SQL. Now, before that, we were seeing that how the data will be stored. The data will be stored in this format, correct? So the data will be stored in this format. So let's create one simple Excel, okay? First, we will create one Excel data. The same thing we will try to replicate. Now, listen carefully. Customer name, customer ID, customer age, customer location, product, quantity, or product price I will keep. Okay. Now, I have one table, okay? This is a table. This is a table, okay? Now, let's take one customer. Customer number 1, customer name, Santosh. Now, I'll add one more column here, which I'll say customer phone number. Okay. So, 1, and let's say phone number, and let's say now let's say this is a phone number, and let's say age, let's say location, Bangalore, and I have purchased a product called laptop, and the laptop price was about 95,000. Okay. So now you see, I have purchased one laptop. Okay. Now, I will purchase one more product. So, one, Santosh, same phone number, same age, same location. This time I will purchase some headphones, which cost is 3,999. Okay. Now, I'll buy one more product. which is about 14,999. Okay. Now, there is another other customer, Vivek, 29. He is from Chennai and he has not purchased any product. Okay. Now, let's take another product, 3. The third customer, let's take Kiran, and his phone number is and he is 27 and he is from Pune and he has again purchased a laptop for 95,000. Okay. Now, and the last, let's say I'll take one more customer number 4, Rahul. He is 25. He has not purchased anything. He has not purchased anything. Okay. Now, this is fine. There is one product which is called smartphone. No one has purchased, which is of 4,500. Okay. So there is no one who has purchased. Now, I will give you 1 minute time. What I have done, I have stored the data. What type of data? I am storing the customer data, what product they have purchased and how much they have purchased. That is a product price. And there is a person called Vivek. He has not purchased anything. That's absolutely fine. He don't have money. He has not purchased. Fine. Rahul, he is also not purchased. There is a smartphone who is no one has purchased. So there are customers who have not purchased. There is a smartphone that is no one has purchased. So I have all this information. Now tell me just one question. Whether you have the background of knowledge of database or not, that's secondary. You have knowledge, you don't have knowledge, keep this aside. Simple question. What I have stored the data, do you feel is it a right way of doing it?
No.
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 On what basis you're saying no?
Because if we cannot leave the spaces empty, we can at least write a 0 there. Which if a person is not buying anything, then there is no point of writing which product has and its price.
But by default will be the it's null, right? If I don't even write.
We don't have any null, okay? So it's a blank space. Whatever I've highlighted in the red color, we don't have the record. By seeing this, do you feel is it a well-designed database or a table?
No.
No.
Actually, how can without customer ID at least, that is a minimum basic thing.
Okay. I'll tell you the first problem. Santosh has purchased 3 products. Okay. He has purchased 3 products. He has purchased laptop. He has purchased headphones. He has purchased a smartphone. Right? He has purchased a smartphone. Now, for this 3, this is smartwatch. For this 3, laptop, headphones, and phone, there is a one customer who has purchased. And who is that customer? It's Santosh. Arey yaar, it's Santosh who has purchased. But why are you telling his age and location every time? He's saying Santosh phone number, same age, Bangalore. Santosh phone number, age, Bangalore. Santosh phone number, age, Bangalore. Why? It's the same person who has purchased. Why you have same duplicate phone numbers, duplicate age, duplicate location? Can I say this are all unnecessary? Simply repeating. If I buy 100 products, my name, phone number, age, and location will be repeated 100 times, which is of useless. Do you agree? Yes?
Uh,
Yes.
No, but if we don't know what products he purchased, how we will get
I think you
known?
did not understand my question. My question was very simple. It is Santosh who has purchased, right? You can keep only Santosh and you can tell which product is purchased. Why are you repeating phone number, customer, age, and location every time? If I buy 100 products, why my phone number is coming 100 times? Why my age is coming 100 times? Why is my location coming 100 times?
There is a lot of redundancy in the data, and if this would have been a bigger list, then our program will become slower, our sheet will become a bit slower. So that's the problem.
Yes, that's right. So I know that you have purchased the product. So that doesn't mean that you will go and repeat all these details. Okay. Now, this particular sheet, I will go and give it as bad design. I'll go and give it as bad design. This is not the way that we will have to do. Why? Because lot of inconsistency, lot of gaps are there, and lot of times you can see there is no IDs there, and lot of repetitions are there. If a person is buying, why are you repeating like multiple times, right? So this is not the right way of storing it. Now let's see what is a good design. What is a good design? Okay. See, always remember, whenever you create some sort of data, try to have specific information in specific tables. In this table, I have clubbed both customer information and product information. That is why it has become mess. That is why it has become mess, right? So in this case, what I will do is, whatever the customer details I had, I will go and create one table for customer only. I'm going with a good design, okay? See, again, I'm telling, whether you have the knowledge or you don't have the knowledge, just follow what I'm saying. This is bad design. Why? Duplication of customer details. Here and there are blank values, which I don't want you to see. Okay, a table should be a proper structurized table. So what I will do, I will go and load into one more table, which is like only the customer details I will have. So totally how many customers I have? So Santosh is a one customer. I'll copy his record. So one customer, Santosh, customer phone number, age and address. Now let's go here. The second customer was Vivek. Actually, I think here there was location missing. Let's say Kochi. But he has not purchased anything. Okay. So the second is Vivek. Third and fourth is Kiran and Rahul. Okay. Now, this is going to be the one table now. Now, this is going to be the one table. Now, at any cost, you will not see duplicate Santosh. There could be another Santosh, but his phone number also will change. Age may change, customer ID may change. But here, no duplication. Okay. So here you had a duplication in the same table, but here no duplication, correct? Now, so successfully I've created one good table which has all this information. Now what I will do, this I will call it as customer table. Why I'm giving the customer table? Because it has only the customer information. It has only the customer information. Now what I will do, I will go and create product table. I'll go and create product table. So what is the product name? And what is a product price? What is a product name and what is a product price? Now this one I will keep with yellow color or maybe some other color. Okay, so product name and product price. So let's see what is a product. Laptop, headphones, smartphones is a product. This laptop, no need to repeat it because already laptop has been given with 95,000. Here also laptop is 94,000. No need to repeat it. Let's go with smartwatch. Now this is a product information. So what I've done from this table to this table is, in this table, both customer and the product were stored in the same table. Here I have separated it. That's it. Now, there is one thing which is missing here. What is that? Who purchased what product? That is missing. Who purchased what product? That is missing. Here we add Santosh has purchased laptop, Santosh has purchased headphone, Santosh has purchased smartphone, and Kiran has purchased laptop. No one has purchased smartphone, that's fine. But at least this 4 transaction has to be recorded, right? So what I will do, I will create another table called transaction table. So in that, what I will do, customer ID and what product they have purchased. So customer ID 1, what product he has purchased? He has purchased laptop. Customer ID 1, again, because I purchased one more product, headphones. Customer ID 1, I have purchased smartphone. Okay, next, customer 2. Customer 2 has not purchased anything. If he not purchased anything, you leave it. Don't enter here. Okay. Now, customer number 3. Customer number 3 has purchased laptop. So, customer number 3, he has purchased laptop. Customer number 4, no, he has not purchased anything. Smartphones, no one has purchased. So, if I go and see this is a transaction table. And you can see this. The table which I created first, the complete table, what information I add, right? The complete table information, I can fill it here. Without sacrificing anything, I have created 3 different tables with 3 different types, where this is what we call it as good design. All the information is covered. Okay, let's see. Smartwatch, no one has purchased. Go and see in this table. Smartwatch, no one has purchased. Okay, who purchased laptop? Who purchased laptop? It was Santosh and Kiran. Can I get the same information in this table? Yes. Who is purchasing laptop? Customer ID 1. Who is 1? 1 is Santosh. Who has purchased another laptop? It was customer ID 3. Who is 3? 3 is Kiran. Now, what about Vivek and what about Rahul? They have not purchased. So that's why they don't come in transaction table. If they buy, they will come in the transaction table. If they don't buy, they will not come into the transaction table. It is up to their wish. No one is ever been forced to go and buy it. Today, if I have money, I'll go and buy in Amazon and Flipkart. If I don't have money, I will not buy. But no one is forcing us, right? So that's exactly what we are going to see here. The people who purchase will come in the transaction table. The people who did not purchase will not come in the transaction table, rather than dumping everything in one table with lot of duplicates, lot of null values, lot of empty values. This is a bad design. So today I have able to create a good design. We can even improve it. Rather than giving a product name, we can give a product ID, but later we will see that. While we come across many examples, we'll see that. But today, see here, customer ID is repeated because Santosh has purchased 3 products. Customer ID is repeated. That is acceptable rather than going and repeating all his details. I know my age is 32 year. How many times you will tell? 32, 32, 32, phone number, phone number, phone number, location, location. Like how many times you will tell? Right? You tell my ID. I'm okay. Yeah, I have purchased 3 times. It's completely fine. So rather than telling, okay, Santosh has purchased 3 products, you're saying Santosh from Bangalore, from this number, for this age has purchased this product. Santosh from this phone number, from this customer age, from this location, he has bought phones. That doesn't make sense. So from this table, I was able to come up with this table. Of course, it's 3 tables, but it's completely okay because my main objective is to come up with good design. Okay. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Santosh.
Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, imagine this is Amazon. Okay. Amazon customers. We are all working for Amazon project. Okay. So this is Amazon customer table. This is Amazon product table. And this is Amazon transaction table. Imagine that we are working for Amazon. Okay. Amazon client. So for Amazon client, we are working for customer table, product table, and transaction table. Okay. Now, a simple question I'll ask you. Okay. Simple question. Listen carefully. This is Amazon tables. I mean, Amazon client. For Amazon, we have the customer table, we have the product table, we have the transaction table. Okay. Now, instead of Amazon, if it's a Flipkart, what will change? Or it's similar?
Similar.
Customer ID will change.
Similar, mostly similar.
Design
Similar.
will be similar, products may change.
Products may change, customers may
Customer
change.
ID.
Okay.
Customer.
I have a very bad experience with Flipkart. Okay. I usually don't buy anything from Flipkart. In fact, I think with my conscious, I would say for the last 7-8 years, I've never purchased anything in Flipkart. So I have a very bad experience. So one time I got a broken phone. One time I got some other product instead of my product. So I have a bad experience. So I usually don't go with Flipkart. But for me, Amazon is good. I'm an ex-employee of Amazon. Obviously, I trust the company which I worked. So obviously, I always buy from Amazon. Okay. Now that is not in your case. You may not trust Amazon. You may trust Flipkart, right? So if the client is changed, one thing will change is the structures will remain same. Here, the client will change. Customers may change. Instead of Santosh, maybe it could be Vinay. Maybe instead of Vivek, it could be Satish. Instead of Kiran, maybe it could be Divi. Different customers. Phone numbers could be different. Location could be different. Different products may be there. And this is there. But the structure, right? Everything will be same. Okay. I call you as students. But if I go and check the KSR database, right? They will store you as a customer only. They would have stored you as a customer. Because we as a business, because you're interacting with me, maybe I'm teaching you, I call you as students. But in the backend, they don't store it as a student ID, they'll store it as a customer ID because of you, we may get revenue. Your fees can be considered as our revenue, our profit, correct? Now, in every business, customers are always called as customers. You go for a bank, you'll be called as a customer. You go for a Flipkart, you'll be called as a customer. You go for a retail shop, you'll be called as a customer. So customers will not be called customers in only one place. Can anyone tell me where? Where? Hospitals. Okay. In hospitals, you will not be called as customers. You will be called as
Patient.
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 Hospital is a one place where I will not call you as customer. right? See, let's say if KSR is hoping, oh, many students have to join. Let's say what Amazon is opening. Amazon is hoping for, let's more customers come and buy. But your hospital will never hope for more patients should fall sick, right? That they may not think of it, right? More patients should fall sick, more patients should get diseases, more patients should come and get admitted. They may not hope it. Of course, nowadays hospitals has also become a business, but I'm just saying. So I can hope for students, Amazon can hope for customers, but hospitals cannot hope for patients. They cannot pray for it. Okay, let's say we pray for it, but they will not pray, like saying that more people should fall sick, more people should can come and get admitted. That will not happen. So hospital is the only place where you will not be called as customers. Everywhere, bank, right? E-commerce, telecommunication. I'm an Airtel customer. You're a Geo customer, right? So like this, everywhere we will be called as customers, correct? Now, the difference between this and this is it is Amazon client and it is Flipkart client. Now imagine I work for both the clients. I'm a person who is working in IT who works for both clients. Now, how will I differentiate this is Amazon table? How will I differentiate this is customer table? Now, that is where we will be introducing the word called database. This is called Flipkart database. This is called Amazon database. So what is database? Database is a collection of tables. What is database? Database is collection of tables. Why you need database? See, I want to store the data. Customer data is also present in Flipkart. Customer data may also be present in Amazon. So it should not get confused. Or if I'm working with KSR, in KSR also we have customers. So customers, wherever it go, customers are there. And when you compare Amazon with Flipkart, the structures are same because both are e-commerce, both are similar company, both are competitors. So products, customer transactions, and your name, everything is similar. So I need to have some sort of separation. That's why for Amazon, we will create one database. For Flipkart, we'll create one database. So the first definition that you need to understand, what is a database? Database is a collection of tables, or you can call it as a collection of objects. If you want to be more professional, you can say collection of objects. So Amazon could be one database, Flipkart could be one database. Okay. Is that clear? In one database, you can have as many as tables. You can have customer table, you can have transaction table, you can have product table. So why are you separately creating? Because there could be a problem that Amazon and Flipkart, I can work on the same project, right? I am a person who works on both projects, but I should not get confused. That is the reason I will have to create one database first. Are we all good? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, this is where I will have to write the code. This is where I will have to write the code. Already there are so many databases which I've already created. eBay database is there. Flipkart database is there. Healthcare database is there. Optum is there. Retail is there. Snapdeal is there. Walmart is there. There are so many databases which is already, I have already worked. You guys may not be able to see any of this. You will be seeing empty. Okay. Now, to create the database, because before creating the table, the first thing I need to create is I need to create a database. So how to create a database? Create database and give one name for the database. Amazon _ DB. This is a syntax to create a new database in your MySQL. Okay, I repeat, create database name. This is a name of the database. Okay. I told you, right? I'm not coming from a teaching background, right? I come from an organization. So whatever I create in the organization, that's what the same I'm creating here. In my organization, always the name of the database, I will suffix with _DB. That's my practice. That's a practice. Okay. Always I will suffix with _DB. That is clearly saying that this is a database. DB stands for database. Okay. Now, you can see here, right? There is no Amazon. There is no Amazon. Now I will select this. I've written one line of code. I will select this. There is a Spark button that you see on the screen. Click the Spark button. The moment you click the Spark button, the syntax has been right. You can see the message here, tick mark, the green color tick mark. That means it has executed successfully. Within 0.0 seconds, it has executed successfully. The statement which I've written at 7:36 is create database name as executed successfully. Now, if I go and refresh this, there is a small refresh button. If you go and see this, you can see Amazon DB is created. Amazon DB is created. So successfully, I have created my first database, which is Amazon DB. If you want to create any other database, create database Flipkart DB. I can create like this. So you create Amazon DB, you create Flipkart DB, you create eBay DB, you can create Walmart DB, any database you create. So the first step to create a database, and then we will think about table. Okay. First is we will have to create a database. Then we will think about table. Now, here, what I've done is I've implemented a database first, right? I've implemented a database first. So you cannot go and write, instead of create, you cannot go and say implement database Amazon. This will not work. This will not work. The normal English word is implement. You do it. You do it, right? You do it. So if I go and write implement database, it will not work because all this is syntax based. It's a coding, like it's an expression. Someone 50 years back only, they have already defined this. Come on, guys. If you want to create a database, it has to be create database only. You cannot give your own words. This is not an English language. If it's in English, instead of using the word create, I could use the word implement. Both has the same meaning. Create and implement has the same meaning. And let me tell you one more time, you are not writing the code in English. If you're writing in code in English, line number 1 and line number 5, both are same. You have to learn a language called SQL. In SQL, instead of calling as implement, we have to call it as create only. So the right statement will be create. Now, don't ask me why implement is not working, why create is working. Don't ask me that question. Don't ask me that question because this was syntax based. Okay. Now, you are going in a car, there is a traffic signal and there is a red signal and you stop the vehicle. Beside your car, there is a traffic police. Okay. Do you get down from the car and will you go and ask him why traffic signal is red color? It could have been brown color, it could have been magenta, it could have been violet, or it could have been purple. Why it is red color? Have you ever asked this question to your traffic police? Have you ever asked this question to
No.
any of your traffic
No,
police?
Santosh.
Why? Why you have not asked? Because you already know that red color, they have already set it as rules and regulations. They would have had reasons to keep it as red. They would have had reasons to keep it as green. But why you have not asked till now? Because you know that's the rules and regulations you need to follow. So don't ask me the question why it is create and why it is not implement. Why this will not work. Don't ask me this. I'm not going to tell you the reason. Reason? Because it's a syntax. This is someone else has already defined the rules and regulations. We cannot go and change the rules and regulations. You cannot go and say, I will stop my vehicle only if there is a purple color. Why purple color will come? On the signal. On the signal, only red color will come. Purple color will not come. Because already they have set the rules. So always remember, whatever I write and whatever is showing you as a blue color, those are all called keywords. Those are all called keywords. Okay, so if you enter those keywords, only that keyword if you mention, you will be getting. Even a small spelling mistake, right? It will not work. It will not work. Instead of create, if you just go with this also, it will not work. So your spellings and syntax is very important. Now that is where you will have to remember it. This is a syntax based and this will come only by practice. So tomorrow, if you want to go and create a database, it has to be created with the help of create database name. Here you can give any name. Amazon, Flipkart, eBay, Walmart, you can give any name, but you will be able to create it. Okay. So what I've written, if you remember, I am writing after every line, I'm writing one semicolon. For the initial 5 to 6 days, just follow what I'm saying. After that, it will get used to it. Every line of the SQL, I'm ending with semicolon. So semicolon is the end of the statement. Okay. Now, I have created a database. Now, in my system, in this particular workbench, how many databases are there? Okay, so I cannot go and say list the database. I cannot go and say this. List the database. This is an English word. This is an English word. List the database. I cannot go and say this. Instead, the way I need to go and list this, show database. Okay, if I go and write show database, select this, go and click the Spark button. You will see all the databases that is present in my left side. Rather than having a scroller and then going and seeing this, maybe I can display and show. So I have Amazon, I have a box office, I have a Uber, I have a eBay, I have a Flipkart, I have KSR, I have Optum, and I have retail. All these are the Walmart, all these are the databases which I already have it. So see, this is an actual code, and after this hash, right? After this hash, whatever I write, it is only for your understanding. This is called comments. This is called comments. In every programming language, we will write something called comments. Comments means it is understandable only for you and me. System will not understand, okay? So this is to create a new database. And this is to display all the existing or available databases. So this two lines, this line and this line, your MySQL will not understand because this is called comments. This is called comments. So ash means comments only for you and for me because we are learning for the first time, right? So we need to understand what it is doing. So this is for comments. Okay, the system will not understand. So for the initial few codes, I will write the comments. Okay, now so that you will get to know what it is. So show database is fine. Okay, now in this, there is only one database which is bold color. Okay, there is only one database which is in bold color. Okay, so that means See, I may have about 15 to 20 databases, but which one is active at this point of time? The database which is active is, there is a project that I was working last night. Last night, I was working for one of the project which was called Dennis. So that database has been selected. So here, if I go and see, you will have tables, all of this. But as of now, I want to create a table in Amazon DB because my requirement is to create table in Amazon database. So I have to activate this. So first is, if you want to know which database is active, select database. If I go and run this select database, it will tell you which database is active. It will tell you which, to know which database is active. As of now, there is a database which is called Dennis, which is active. Now I need to make Amazon databases active now. I created it, but I need to activate it. See, if you want to work on database, you need to activate first, right? There are many databases, right? I need to activate it. Why I'm going to activate Amazon? Because I have to create a table. So to activate the database, we will have to go and write use Amazon DB. This is to activate the database. The line number 7 is to know which database is active. Line number 9 is to activate which database you want. I'll go and activate this. Now you see Amazon DB has become bold. If you want to double check, now you go and write, now you go and run select database. Now you see Amazon DB is active. Okay. Now inside this, let's see what are the tables available. And now this database is active. This database is active. Here is a confirmation. It's a bold color. And here is the confirmation. If I run this, you will get Amazon DB. Okay. Now if I go and write show tables. So inside this database, what are the available tables? Customer table, transaction table, product table. What are the available tables? If I go and write show tables, I am not getting any results. Why?
Still not
We have
Have
still
not
not
created the
created.
table.
We have still not created. Just now, yeah, 5 minutes back only we created a database. 5 minutes back only we created a database. So there is no tables. So this is to list all the available tables. So let's do one thing. Let's go with some other, let's say KSR SQL is one of the database. Okay. So let's say use KSR SQL. This is one where I'm storing all your records. Okay. For example, you students who have got placed, who have got offer, right? All of this. So let's say I will go and show you this. Now use database is done, right? Now if I go and see the select database, that database will be active. You can see here only, but I can see here through code. Now if I go and write show tables, already this database has many tables. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, many tables are there. That list you will be able to see in the line number 11. Tables present in KSR SQL, all of this you will see. There are so many tables which I've already created. Anyway, we will be working on this particular database regularly. We'll be creating a lot of tables, like we'll be creating customer table, product table, transaction table, how to create it. Everything we'll be seeing it. But today we have learned about create database, show database, select database, use database name, and show tables. Show database will show you all the available databases. In one database, you can have as many as tables. So KSR SQL is one database. Inside the database, you have as many as tables, right? So this is how the syntax you have to remember. All this will be remembered only by practice. So today itself, go and install this. Try to create one database, right? And work on all this. Anyway, you will not see many database, but you can create Amazon DB, Flipkart DB, Walmart DB. The moment you keep on creating, it will come here. It will be coming here. Okay. And the explanation which I've given is for your sake. This comments will not be understandable by the system. This is for your sake. Okay. Are we good with this today's session? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Santosh.
Yes. Yes.
You may be learning SQL for the first time, but still, every single class, this is how we take forward. Today, we have got into the practical sessions, and from now onwards, we'll be continuing with all the practical sessions. Today, we created database. Tomorrow, we'll create table. And after that, we'll create inserts, how to insert the records. And if someone changes the location, address, if my age becomes 33 next year, how it will get updated. All of this will be followed in the upcoming sessions.
Santosh, I have one question.
Yeah.
I installed the MySQL and I can see slightly different view. I can see the four window measure.
Four window. Do you see this also?
No, yeah, yes, SQL addition, yes, yeah.
Oh, I told don't do that, no? I'm your
Oh.
help command, right?
Okay, yeah, thank you. And whatever the database is in with you, that will be the only, I mean, it's personal, right?
Yeah, it will be only with me.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Because what I've created is on my personal machine. If all are working in an organization, right? So everyone will see the same database. But today, everyone is going to install Workbench for practice. So my Workbench will be different, your Workbench will be different. While we come to the cloud, I'll tell you, but at this point of time, we have installed this only for practice. So what I see in my system, you may not see. You can create it and you can work for practice. But in real time, everyone will work on same database.
Thank you.
Hi, Santosh.
Yeah.
Is MySQL support T-SQL also? Features like cluster index, store procedures,
Yes. We will be learning that as well.
T-SQL all.
Yes.
Okay. And you will provide all like course material like related to MySQL, Power BI, all.
See, in KSR, there is no theory classes, only practicals. So in practicals, what notes I can share? See, today I've created a database. So what notes is there? This itself is notes for me, no?
No,
So
like I'm asking the materials like.
no, that's what we don't have any materials here. Everything is a live class, right?
Okay, like course. Okay.
Whatever I'm doing is everything is a live coding, no? So even if I go to a Power BI also I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be opening the Power BI desktop. I'll be doing on spot, everything on spot. So there is no notes that we maintain.
Okay.
But if someone misses the class, then can we have a recording session?
Recordings is available. Every session we are recording, and the recordings will be available for you for 1 year. For example, now if I complete the class in the next 5 minutes, within 1 hour you'll be able to get the recording.
One last question. Uh, how are you going to divide the complete course? And like, for example, in how many weeks SQL will be completed, and then in how many weeks Power BI will be completed?
We don't have anything in terms of weeks, but I can tell in terms of hours and days. SQL will be 20 days, 25 hours. Power BI will be 40 days, 60 hours. And followed by Azure and Fabric will be like 30 days, 40 hours. So totally it will be 100 hours.
Thank you.
Okay. So with that, we have completed all the 5 sessions. Okay. So we have completed 5 free sessions. Okay. So 95 classes pending. And from tomorrow onwards, it's going to be paid sessions. So tomorrow onwards, you will not be getting links. You will have to pay for it. Okay. And in order to pay, you can get into our application. You can log into our application, datavision.com. Everything has to be done only through our application. So you can log in, or if you're logging for the first time, you have to sign up. Now, guys, you are joining directly from Zoom link, but from tomorrow onwards, your classes will start only from this link. Okay. So sign up if you are logging for the first time. And then once you're signing up, now once you go and sign up here, please go to explore courses and go for paid session. And you will have to this one. Okay. So this is the one which we started on 30th October. This is a paid session. You will have to pay for it, pay from here. Okay. So you can buy this course directly from the account and you can choose a buy option. So the full-time one-time payment will be 30,000. If you want to opt for 2 installments, then you can pay 16 and 16. Right now you have to pay 16. After a month, you will have to pay 16. If you are opting for 3 installments, you can opt for 11, 11, 11. So if you pay one time, it's going to be 30. If you're going to pay 2 times, it's going to be 16 plus 16. If you're going to pay 3 times, it's 11, 11, 11. Or if you need more information like, oh no, I cannot pay this at once, or if you want some help, contact us. We work from 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So please contact us on this number. Our team will help you and you can discuss with them. And instead of paying in app, you can pay through our phone pay, GPay, scanner, whatever is comfortable, you can pay for it. Okay. So payment options, we have as many as possible. So if you want to pay through app, that is what I've shown you. But if you want to talk to our team, let's say like 500 rupees or maybe some discounts or something you want to talk to our team, you can always go and reach out to them over this number. And from tomorrow onwards, it will be only the paid session. Okay. So you will not be allowed to attend with a link. You will be attending only from this live. So once you go with live, right, tomorrow, this is your dashboard, means it will show the class details here. Okay. So next class, if you see, right now, it's actually ongoing. That is why it is showing join now. So next what happens tomorrow, 6th November, 6:30, it will ask you not yet started. So exactly at 6:30, you will be seeing join. So you'll have to join here. So if I join here, it will directly take me to the class. Already I'm in the same class, but it will show you the class details. So this is where you will have to attend your classes from tomorrow. Okay.
It's the same app, right?
Sorry.
It's the same for app also, right? Android app.
Yeah, it is in available in Android as well as in iPhones as well.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Santosh, upcoming classes also will be recorded, right?
Everything, all the 100 sessions will be recorded and the recordings will be available for 1 year.
Thank you.
Santosh, one job.
Yeah.
For attending the classes, we need to use the laptop, or I can use the phone to attend the class later on. I can practice in the laptop.
See, one person will be allowed to use one laptop and one smartphone. Okay, so only, if you create an account, you can use it only in 2 devices. One will be laptop, one will be phone. So I always recommend to attend from laptop, but if you are in a traveling or if you're going to office or if you're somewhere in a position, you attend from mobile, and practicing you can do from laptop. That is allowed.
Okay. Same thing for, because I'll be working. Replacement for the class, I had to leave from office and attend the class, so I won't be able to use my laptop.
Yeah, you can attend from mobile.
Thanks.
Is there any kind of placement assistance that you will be providing after the course completion?
See, if let's say 100 people have joined a course, right? For all 100 people, we'll help you with mentoring, one-on-one support, resume preparation, resume guidance, mock interviews. All of this will done. This is what is assistance. Okay. So when there is any openings in my team, I personally trust my teaching. Okay, whether I'm trusting you or not, I trust my teaching. So obviously, what I'll do, if there is any opening in my company, I'll refer you, right? And you will have to go and sit and give the interview. That you will have to do. But in terms of referrals, openings, LinkedIn's, if there is anyone who's posting all this, we will have this. And also every alternative day, we are conducting a placement calls. The placement calls in the sense like we ask you why you are not getting calls. We'll share, we'll ask your Naukri details, and we'll check from our end. If there is any mistake, we'll correct it. Those type of things we will give. That is called assistance. Okay, we provide you the job assistance. 100% we provide you the job assistance.
Yeah, that's what we need, because ultimately we have to give the interview and clear it.
Yeah, that's what, that assistance we will give you.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay, so with that, we'll stop here. And tomorrow will be a paid session. So if you want more details, reach out to our team. Our team can help you with all the clarity in terms of course fees, duration, your whatever questions you have, you can always talk to them. Technical questions you can ask me. The other questions you can always ask our team. Okay, from tomorrow onwards, you will not be getting any link. And what you have learned for the 5 days, the same phase, the same speed, and the same way you will be seeing for the next 95 days also. 100 days will be the roadmap for becoming a data analyst. Okay, we'll stop here. Let's meet tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.